Hey everybody! I just wanted to do this quick video. I'm going to do a couple this week to show the different coverages of different products for foundation. This one is just going to be about the pressed powder. So as you can see in the very beginning of the tutorial, I had only did half my face so that you could see my skin's been very upset. The weather changed. It's been red, it's been splotchy, it's been dry, it's been broken out. It's just been a mess. So I said I'm going to do half my face so that you can see the coverage of just the pressed powder. The pressed powder is amazing from Younique, and I can't believe it. I really usually pressed powder for me just sets a liquid, but in this case it stands on its own. So the very first thing I did was put on Glorious Primer. I do it every day because I'm absolutely in love with the primer from Younique. So I put primer all over. I really had a couple breakouts. Of course, one back behind my ear that hurts like crazy. Anyway, this first step that I'm doing, Younique makes because I'm using a pressed powder, I wanted to keep everything a powder. I didn't want to use any liquid concealer or anything like that. So Younique makes a concealer, a mineral concealer. It's a powdered mineral concealer. And this is what I'm using here. And this is the color Fresh. I know it looks like really, really white, and that's okay. You're going to see it's actually, I'm using it kind of as an illuminator and a concealer at the same time. But anyway, I had a couple of zits to clean up. I had some red, splotchy, yucky skin. My skin has just not been itself lately. So that is why I said, you know what, this is a perfect time to show how good a coverage you can get from just the pressed minerals, because the pressed minerals are amazing. So if you don't like to wear a lot of makeup, the pressed minerals are a really great way to go. Gives you flawless coverage with very little work. So this first thing, like I said, is just the pressed, is a concealer powder. And now I'm going to use my Touch Pressed Powder, as you can see here in the pan, and I'm going to just apply it with a sponge and then go back and use a kabuki brush over it. Now this first patch I love to do my forehead first because you really see the color immediately, and it looks a little bit tan. You're like, wow, Amanda, why are you using such a tan color? Well, I don't match my foundations to my face. I match them to my neck and chest. I think that it gives it a more fluid look. Again, you do you, I'm going to do me. I really feel like for me the best look, because I am so pale, is to match the coloring I have to my neck and chest, because I tend to be having more color there than I have on my face. So that is what I choose when I am matching a foundation color. I also always bring it down on my neck just to kind of blend it between the neck and the face. So the first thing I do is just use the sponge. You can see me using a sponge in a stippling motion, and I'm just going to stipple it all over around my eyes, because then that's a really great base for my eyeshadow that I'm going to put on later. So I'm just applying it in a stippling motion, and then after I feel like I have a pretty good coverage, I'm just going to go back with a kabuki brush and just put a finishing layer right on top, right on the cheek area. Anywhere that I tend to get a little bit oily, I go back with the kabuki brush and just add a tiny bit more. So I purposely drew that white line down my face to give you a very visual difference between having makeup and not having makeup. So you decide, nothing or pressed powder.